Hello and good morning. My name is Jambali and welcome back to St Kalle episode 7. Okay, we are in January the 1st. You see, it's snowing. Snow has settled. And now let's just start with some things. First thing, I have a new trailer. This is the Orenge, what's the model? ORM90. Description of this mod will be in the description of this video. 10,000 liters, and it replaced the Fuhrmann grape trailer because the grapes fit in there completely. Second thing, apologies for my miscalculation of the root beads in the last episode. I rewatched it and I realized that there are 55 pallets of 2,000 liters each, and not 50 as of what I said in the last episode. So here are 110,000 liters of red beads. Did I say root beads before? Red beads. Okay, it is snowing. It is January the 1st, but we are getting best prices for various products. Red beads 280, 284, and dropping. Although in January it should be at 289, but only a couple of euros. Carrots 313 best price, 306, 309. Also dropping, and the parsnips 307, 302, should be around 306 by now, but also dropping. This means let's not waste too much time, get in the Fendt, and let's start selling some stuff. So let me just get my leased trailer attached. Ooh. Slippery. Yes, this is ice. It's slippery. Okay, so just attach this. I just need to. Will I completely fill it right now? No, we will do it like that immediately. So carrots wholesale 309. Just checking where it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's there. Okay. So let's go to the wholesale and sell our first load of red beads. Just 1 second. Oh, sorry for that little lag there. As I mentioned before, I rewatched the last episode and saw the thing with the red beads, and something what I also saw and realized is when you rewatch the episode you are doing, it is I feel a little bit like George Lucas, because I can now understand why he makes so many changes to Star Wars. I don't think that what he did to Star Wars was good, or especially some controversial changes, like let's be honest, Han shot Guido first, and that's the only proper and right way to do it. But I can totally understand why George Lucas goes back to what he has already done and thinks, oh yeah, I could change that, or maybe that would be different, maybe better, and so on. And I can understand why he does it, because I was in the same position when I watched the last episode. Not saying that, not saying that it's good what he does, but I can fully understand him. So where's the dropper? I think the drop-off point is here, isn't it? Oh, that's strange. Doesn't that work because of the snow? Yeah, this is the wholesale. Oh. Okay, let's just go to the other place then. Farmers market. I think this is down the road. Yeah. Well, let's hope it just works over at the farmers market. Yeah, so I understand what he does and why he does things. Speaking about other things, today, at the day of recording this, it is the 27th of June. This means 2 days ago, Giants Software released the announcement that in November we will get Farming Simulator 25, so the new iteration of this game. I am excited, I absolutely am, but what this does mean is I need to buy a new console. I am on PlayStation 4 and yeah, the new game will not be available on PlayStation 4 anymore. There we have carrots. Okay, let's sell them here. So the new game will not be available on PlayStation 4 anymore. Which totally makes sense. I absolutely get this because, let's be honest, PlayStation 5 is out for quite some time and we were very, very lucky. 15,000 euros income, plus 1,000 environmental score. Good. Let's be honest. PlayStation 5 is out for 5 years, 4 years, don't know exactly. We got a lot of games, although that, let's be honest, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series XS is current gen console. The PlayStation 4 I'm on is the last gen console, let's be honest. And we were still getting lots of good games just like this one, like Farming Simulator 22 for last gen consoles, although the next gen consoles have already released. Okay, there are some things which doesn't work. For example, if I switch on the beacons, you don't see that green or on that yellow flashing light. Are the beacons on? Yeah, the beacons are on. You don't see that flashing light reflection in the buildings around it and something like that. For me personally, this is a minor detail. I don't mind that very much, that it doesn't have that. But so that's why I could say, yeah, just keep it on PlayStation 4. And I didn't bother buying a PlayStation 5 until now. Yeah, and I already read a lot of comments on YouTube about how bad and how poorly that is. But to be fair, all these comments, yeah, they have a meaning, but I mean, it is a investment, an expensive investment, to go and buy a PlayStation 4 for me as well as for anybody else. And I don't think I will buy it right when the game releases, which will be 12th of November, right? Beginning of November. Simply because at that point in time I could probably afford it. I don't know. Yeah, this sounds really really egoistic. Say, yeah, I can afford it, no problem. No, it is a problem for me. It is a couple of €100 which I not intend spending. Where did I leave my bucket? A couple of €100 which I didn't intend to spend. So that is why oh, I'm so stupid. That is why I will probably not get the game right away when it releases, and I will continue to play this game for a little while longer. The reason for this being is I haven't not yet completed yet Silver Run, or Silver Looping Scope. Let's play. I think there's still stuff to do. And now let's just get the drop the bomb. This is today St Kalle's last episode. This farm here on St Kalle is sold. There is a new owner who will continue working on the farm, and I will move to a new spot. So this is the last episode of this, and yeah, I will get everything sold, take some money with me, and go to a new map. And this map I intend to play on for a while, and for this I just don't think that I can just start playing the new game, because then I will probably have only maybe with my speed 2-3 episodes filmed on the new map, and it's too less. I have bigger plans on that map, so I will probably stay on PlayStation 4 for a little while longer. And also, speaking about buying a PlayStation 5, yes, it is a big investment, but let's be honest, we don't do this. Everybody who's now complaining, oh, I need to buy a new console to play the game, to play this game. Let's be honest, you don't do this to play this specific game only. I mean, I knew I would catch the snow. You don't do this to play this specific game only. There are lots of other games which will now only release for the current gen console, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, X, and not for the older gen consoles anymore. So you just need to think about buying this if you want to play other games. For me, for my personal preference, it will be, for example, the new Jurassic Park game, Jurassic Park Survival, which will only be on PlayStation 5 and release. The release date is not yet official, somewhere around, I think, some say 2025, others say it's already 2026 when this will be released. But no matter, but this is one of the games which I intend to play, and I need a new console for it. And also GTA 6, for example. I mean, this game is so hyped. We have waiting for so long for the new GTA, and of course I want to play it, and of course I need to have the new console. So there's more than one game for which I need the new console. So everybody who's commenting on various social media and under YouTube videos, let's be honest, guys, sooner or later, or girls, you need the new console anyway, because at a certain point there will a game release which isn't available on the last gen console anymore, and you want to play it for sure, and then you just need to make this investment. And it's a lot of money, I get it, it will be a lot of money for me as well, but hey, that's just the way it is. So, on that note, let's just take the opportunity, or let me get the opportunity to tell or talk about what I wanted to see in the new game. Despite the facts we already know. First of all, I would like to have a different repair system. I mean, you have here, the repair system is, you have that yellow bar right on the bottom right corner, which drops the longer you use the machine, and if you will use it any longer, the the longer you use it and the lower the bar gets, the higher is the repair cost for the machine. That's the system, I think, for quite some time now, and I think this should get an overhaul. And the kind of overhaul which I would like to see is, has anybody played Gold Rush the game? This is a game based on that Discovery Channel series of the very same name, Gold Rush. And well, it's basically it's a simulator about mining gold somewhere in Alaska, using excavators, wheel loaders, and all that duplex jig and wash plant stuff what you need to, well, extract gold from the ground. And this game has a very nice repair mechanic, because during your operation at a certain point your items simply break. For example, on your wash plant there is a hose that bursts due to maybe freezing because it's cold, or other parts. For example, also on your pickup truck which you have in the game, you can get a flat tire, as well as on various trailers you have, and so on. I think on a large dump truck there was a piston which one broke and we couldn't raise the bed anymore. I think teeth on excavator buckets can break, as well as excavator chains can break, and all that stuff. And on the wash plant, various reels, chains, all this stuff can break, and your wash plant doesn't operate then anymore. And this is something I would really like to see for Farming Simulator implemented, because I think this is a really cool system, because then you just need to go to the shop and buy that specific spare part which is broken, and you really need to manually attach it to your item. So let's just for example stay with the example of a flat tire on your pickup truck. You need to have a car jack, pump up your car, and then you have various hand tools which you can choose, like a screwdriver or a pneumatic drill and some other things. I think a wrench is also there. And then you just need to connect the right tool, unscrew the wheel bolts, take off the broken tire, and then just get the new tire which you bought from the shop and attach it to the truck, fix the bolts, lower the jack stand, and off you go again with your pickup truck. And the same is with when parts of your wash plant break, or as I said, the piston of the big dump truck. You just need to change that specific part which broke during operation. And I really like the mechanic of it. Or also, for example, if you just leave the lights on when the engine is off, your battery will drain. The battery of your car will drain, and yeah, you also could potentially need to replace the batteries. And I really like that mechanic again. The game itself, I mean, it was a really hour killer. I could spend hours and hours and hours playing this game, just digging out gold, wash planning, and just making profit out of it, and just to buy bigger equipment and then do it all over again. Yeah, but such a mechanic would be so cool if drive belts break on your tractors, you get flat tires which you need to replace, and just do a regularly maintenance, just like changing the oil, or just the oil filter. You need to change the oil filter regularly, or the just to blow out the air of the radiator, to keep the performance of your tractors. This stuff, this would be so cool to have it in the game. I really would like to have and I just gone to that place again, and I really would like to have that implemented in the next iteration of Farming Simulator FS1. That would be so cool if we could get such a repair mechanic, maybe a PTO that broke or whatever. You just need to change it. I would really like to have that implemented. Yeah, it would be very nice. Next thing, what I would like to see is a rent-to-sell mechanic. At this moment, we have the option to buy machines and we have the option to rent machines. But what I'm talking about rent-to-sell is if you rent a tractor using the rent system, which is now available in the game already, and you use your tractor for a couple of hours and a couple of months and something like that. You also pay the interest, the rates which you normally have here in the game for renting. You pay this, and this gets added to the tractor, and once you return it, the leased machine, once you return it, it could appear in the used machinery market. At this point in time, only things which I sell appear in the used machinery market, but I sold it for a reason, because I don't need it anymore. So why should I rebuy it? But if you do this with a rented machine, so you rent a machine for a certain amount of time, use it, of course, do your payments on that for the rent, and afterwards you return it to the dealer, and then it appears in the used machinery market with a reduced price, of course, based on how long and how intensively I have used it. And then you can decide, well, will I keep it or just do I let it go, like with the other machines which are here in the rented machine market, which we have, not the rented, the used machine market anyway. So I think this would be a cool mechanic to add if we have that rent, like a rent to sell option. Or I would really like to have that, because this is what happens in the real life. This is a normal procedure, and machineries in the machinery market just go there and rent a machine for a certain amount of time, 6 months or something like that. Maybe this could be implemented. You need to rent the machine for a certain amount of time, just pick it in the menu how long you want to rent it, and after that time you return it, or the machine, maybe the machine after, let's say you rent it for 6 months, and after 6 months the machine disappears by its own from your farm, so just like the dealer picks it up, and then you find it in the used machinery market and can decide, will I keep, or do I want to keep it, will I just pay the rest of the value as a used machine and keep it, or well, let somebody else have it. I think this would be a very nice mechanic which I have preferred in the new game. The new game, what we already know is there will be dynamic ground, and this kind of drives me a little anxious, because I used to play SnowRunner a lot. I loved the game SnowRunner when it first came out. I couldn't really lay off my hands, and I sunk hours and hours into it, and I really loved it. And then they released, I think they're in year 3 now, several seasons, season passes, several years, and updates and whoopala. And they made several changes to the game and ramped up the terrain restrictions in SnowRunner, and it basically became unplayable, or not fun to play anymore. It is still playable, it's not unplayable, but the fun fact of playing this game, for me at least, was totally lost. It wasn't fun to play anymore, because it just was so hard, or is now so hard, to get over the terrain, and it's not, it's simply not fun playing anymore. And SnowRunner lost me after 2 years, after the second season, something like that. Just, I didn't buy the DLCs anymore. Only occasionally play it, even with the mods. Even with mods coming out to help you, and honestly, they also release new base game material for this, base game vehicles for this game, and you cannot really use them because the mods are much better, go much better in the restricted areas. So why bothering buying these standard or getting the new standard in-game vehicles if you cannot really use them at all? And I fear that with Farming Simulator 35 the same thing could happen, and I really don't hope. I mean, let's get a little bit of dynamic ground. Okay, yeah, the ground deformation, but if the game gets like snow, and the ground gets like snow, the game will be unplayable. It will be not fun to play anymore. I mean, let's just take the snow here as for example. Okay, it's a little bit slippery, but that's it. You can still drive on it. In SnowRunner, you probably would now, here at this point, get stuck, get wheels spinning, and wouldn't move for a single bit, and that's simply not how it works, and it's not fun to play. So yeah, that's my concern about the new game mechanic, that dynamic ground. But it's a concern, but I'm still very optimistic that it won't be that restrictive, or maybe at least you can shut it off if it is. And while speaking about dynamic ground, we also need to speak about something else. Oops, this bucket is not full, which is dynamic water. I mean, we've seen it from the trailer that there are rice fields now part of the new game, and that there's an irrigation system in place, and you need to have, or you have special machinery which will go to the rice fields which are flooded with water. And yeah, we need not only dynamic ground but also dynamic water. I mean, the water effect of this game is here. If you have maps where you have what's it called, fjords, trenches, where you can go through the water, or even if you fill a tanker in water, in a lake or a river or something, you basically have, this has no effect on the water if you drive into it with a vehicle. And in real life, you know, you have water splashes, and it wrinkles, and you get waves if you go through, especially if you go fast through the water. I just recently saw a video. There was a bridge under a railroad, or a road under a railroad bridge, and the road just bended down, and it had a large dip in it, and that dip was filled with water, and a quad-track drove through that water, and the water was so deep that the tracks were more or less totally covered in water, and it just raced through that, and it just pushed such an enormous wave of water in front of it, so that guy who filmed it just had to step aside because he wasn't expecting that much water to flush over his shoes. Something that was just like a tsunami is over exaggerating, but it was really a really big wave of water which this tractor was pushing in front of it when it came out of that ditch which was filled with the water. And if you now have a system in place where water or planting, harvesting in water excuse me, is part of the game experience, the game really needs to have great water effects. So it needs to have dynamic water. not only dynamic ground. This is basically a must-have. Otherwise, it would look silly if you do the rice thing in water and have the irrigation system for the rice fields, and the water is just as plain as it is now. So yeah, these are my thoughts on FS25. As you've seen, I talked a lot. I already have a lot of, this is now the third load, so the first one didn't have 50,000 liters completely, the second one had, and now there's the third load with another 50,000 liters of carrots going to the farmer's market. Oh, 55, not 50, 55,000 liters of beets going to the farmer's market. So, yeah, I will now continue with this, and you just don't need to see me do this another 2 or 3 times. So we will see again once I'm completed with the carrots and moved over to the red beet or the parsnips, depending on what I will do first. So see you in a little while. Okay, here I am back at the farm. As you see, the big pile of carrots is gone. I again have access to my loading wagon and my baler again. Speaking about bales, as you see here, there are a couple of bales. These are silage bales, and these were out of the, or these resulted out of the November cut of my grass field. I leased a baler wrapper for these. Why do I have bales when I have a bunker here? Because the silage in this bunker, 240,000 liters or something like that, will be sold as well. As I said, the farm gets sold very soon, and I will sell as much stuff as possible. So also these bales will be sold, only the bales in the hayloft over here, as well as these silage bales, will remain here for the new owner. Oh yeah, and now let's see how much. I mean, we basically sold the. How much was it? 200, basically almost 270,000 liters of carrots, and these resulted in 98,126 euros of sold products, plus 6,994 euros of environmental score reward. So as you can see, we are about at 150,000. So from direction, we can get rid of our loan completely. So one of the tasks which I set to myself for this Let's Play was get rid of the loan. I achieved that. I will now continue. As you can see, it's around noon, 1300 hours 14 minutes. I will now continue collecting the the parsnips and fill them in the trailer and sell them as well, but this is something you will see as a time lapse, because it's basically the same thing what I did before.
I really, really want you to
Alright then, parsnips being sold. 1 load of parsnips equals 16,968 euros. Okay, so we've seen now the first load. I will do the rest and we will see each other afterwards. Okay, here we are. I just decided to show you that little clip of me going to the castle in and selling the grapes. Just simply because I haven't been there before and you haven't seen it. And now the snow has melted and now the sell point works. So it appears that when it's covered in snow, the sell point doesn't really work. And now we are just dropping off the last load of parsnips. This was the remaining amount, which was left over after I sold only, I believe, 3 full trailers. So now we have sold products 7,955. This should be the grape and harvest income. Now sums up to 151,330, and the miscellaneous, so the environmental score reward is 11,354. So after doing a little bit of mathematics, this ends up with 33,204 euros of income from the parsnips, from the 175,000 liters of parsnips, and 4,360 euros of environmental score reward. So as you can see, the light is already fading. I think I will now I will sell the silage, and then we will see us tomorrow morning when I will sell the red beet. So see you tomorrow, in game tomorrow. Okay, here I am at the wholesale with the last bit of silage. Let's get it sold. As you can see, it's now selling, although snow has settled over the night. I don't know why it didn't work with the beet crops before, but no matter. So it's January 2nd, it's 5 minutes to 10, and there were another 19,444 euros of harvest income. So let's just see where we end up money-wise. So we are now at a harvest income of 231,483 euros and 17,068 euros environmental score reward. Just do a quick math. So my silage ended up earning me 80,153 euros for the silage itself, and another 5,714 euros for environmental score reward. So all the loose product is now sold, so we can return this trailer and switch it out for another lease, which will be a platform trailer to get all the piloted root crops sold. Sold, that's the word. Get it sold. Just one little thing why I'm leaving this map. I mean, look at this map. It's insane. I mean, it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. But what I thought, or what I realized for a Let's Play is that if you can hear rumbling in the background, that's a thunderstorm. What I realized for a Let's Play is the fact that all these trees, which every single tree placed on this map has its right to be where it is, but it really obstructs the view, and it's not so bad for making, not so good for making videos. And also, yes, the map is small, but it's supposed to be small, and I wanted to have this small material serious. But I'm going over and over the same routes again, and I think I've shown you everything on this map several times. 4 months, 2.9 hours. Oh, that's good, almost. Shortly made it to just return it before it's run over another hour. So let me just get 994 euros. Leasing cost, there is the Farmtech DPW 1800 flatbed trailer to go with it. So yeah, this map is absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Just look at the time lapse while harvesting in the last video, or the thumbnail for this video. Just look at it. I mean, I will edit it in here without the lettering on it. Just look, isn't that beautiful? It's so well animated, so nice, and I really like this map. So it's not in the map that I will go somewhere else, and I will definitely keep that save file after that and play on this map for myself from time to time. It's so nice. Yeah, but for videos, all these trees here, which make absolutely sense where they are, but these trees just obstruct the view so badly that yeah, I think I want to go to a more open map, a bigger map, get some bigger equipment also to operation, and that's the reason for the change. Oh, there was a sign which I ran over a while back. So I will now load the pallets, and then well, you will get a little time lapse of that, and you will see me sell the pallets of, oh, slippery. You will see me, oh dear, that doesn't work too well. You will see me sell the pallets of red beets once this trailer is loaded. Alright then, the barn's empty, the trailer is loaded, the second one. You've seen me unload the first one with a little bit of a problem. One thing I always disliked about this trailer, and it's been since this game was released, is the wobbly front axle. I mean, when I started loading that, it was perfectly aligned, perfectly straight. Now look at it. And I didn't ram into the trailer all the time, and see, it's still wobbling. I don't know, it's only this trailer as far as I can tell. Other trailers don't do that, and when you leave it loaded, no matter if it's pallets or bales or whatever, it starts to swivel around for whatever reason. But no matter, I will now just go to the sell point, and as you can see, the snow has melted again, and we will get the last load of red beets sold. Ooh, just don't drop it, just don't flip it over. So there's our 58,000. The first one had 50,000 liters on it, and now there are 58,000 liters on it. Okay, here I am at the sell point, so let's just hope it sells better this time around than the last time. Just let me get everything unstrapped and let's hope for the best. Not so good. As you see, I brought over the JCB, the tele truck. I mean, sold products, these are the pallets which are being sold, so at least we will get a total sum for the root beets, with the exception of that single pallet. Is this selling? Sold products, yeah, sold products are the pallets. So where's the sum for my harvest? Waiting on it, still waiting. I'm still waiting. There we go, 13,322 harvest income. Now let me just get that last pallet positioned. There we go, selling. Boom. Okay, I would now get this telehandler back, and then we will look at the finances. Okay, back with my tractor. So let's just take a look at the finances. Now we are at a harvest income of 257,059 euros. If we deduct the money we made before, this is 25,570 euros for these 108,000 liters of red beet. Okay, to be fair, it was the smallest amount. And we just had another 3,078 euros of an environmental score reward. So this means I can now go back to the dealer, return this leased trailer, and then it's the sad time to, well, sell everything. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, here I am, just standing at the edge of the road, waiting for my Uber to arrive. As you can see, I'm now at 1,767,925 euros. Just a short look at the map. This should disappear momentarily. There you go. I have sold all the land, of course, all the buildings which were on the farm. And I sold, wrong menu, everything. No owned items, no owned items. Everything has been sold, as I said. So I will now, as I said, wait for my Uber to pick me up and take me to my new location. So see you over there. Ah, I think there's he coming. Alright, here I am, March the 1st, just stepping out of my hotel room here on my new map, and what a lovely map it is indeed. Yeah, money has gone down because I bought a farm and something with it. So my farm is down here, a field and a farm, and It appears to have some equipment on it. It's already March the 1st. When I left you, it was January the second half of January. Yeah, all the documents, all the paperwork for acquiring the farm, it took some time, but now it's March the 1st. It's early in the morning, and now I can get my Uber, get over there and start, oh hello there, start my new Let's Play. So, but this was the last episode. Oh yeah, where am I? I am on Erlenberg. Map by West Modding. Very lovely. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. This was probably the last episode of St Kalle. Maybe I will do later on. I'll do a special episode for showing what really happened to the farm with the new farmer, but I'm not so sure about that. But maybe. But now move on to the next Let's Play here on Erlenberg. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, or even do subscribe. Don't drive when you're drunk. And until next time, here on Erlenberg, bye bye.